There's a type of fat wrapped around your liver, pancreas, and intestines right now. It's not just storage, it's an organ, and it's there because your body thinks you're in danger. In this video, I'll show you exactly why your body built this fat fortress and the 4 signals that convince it to finally let go. This is backed by research on the HPA axis, cortisol receptors, and insulin sensitivity. I'll break down the science and give you a clear action plan. Here's what's happening inside you. For 200,000 years, cortisol was a survival hero. When ancestors faced a predator, the brain triggered the HPA axis. It flooded the bloodstream with glucose for fight or flight. Evolution placed cortisol receptors deep in the abdomen, near the liver. When stress hit, fat was stored right where vital organs could access it instantly. Visceral fat was a survival backpack. The problem? Your biology hasn't updated in 10,000 years, but your environment has. There are no tigers anymore, just deadlines, traffic, blue light, and financial pressure. You're not running from a predator for 10 minutes. You're simmering in low-grade anxiety for 16 hours a day. Because stress is constant, cortisol never drops to baseline. Your body constantly signals the liver to release glucose for a fight that never happens. When you don't burn that glucose, insulin clears it from the blood. High cortisol plus high insulin equals one outcome: storage back into visceral fat. You're trapped in a loop. Now let me show you how to break it. Signal 1, redefine exercise. Chronic cardio, running for hours at steady pace, mimics the stress of a long hunt. It spikes cortisol and makes your body hold fat tighter. The most effective tool for lowering cortisol while burning fat is walking. When you move forward, images pass your eyes. This optic flow calms the amygdala directly. It tells your brain, you're moving forward, you're not trapped, you are safe. But to strip visceral fat, combine walking with heavy resistance training. Lifting sends an anabolic signal that counters cortisol's muscle-wasting effects. It increases testosterone and growth hormone, both direct antagonists to visceral fat. By building muscle, you increase insulin sensitivity. Glucose has somewhere to go, other than your belly. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The next signal is about timing, not food choices. Signal 2, nutritional timing. Cortisol follows a circadian rhythm. It should peak in the morning and drop at night. Modern life inverts this. We drink caffeine late, keeping cortisol high. We eat sugar at night, spiking insulin when it should be low. A high-protein breakfast supports dopamine and sets your metabolic pace without spiking insulin. Shift your carbohydrates to the evening meal. Carbs trigger serotonin, a precursor to melatonin. By eating complex carbs at dinner, you blunt the evening cortisol spike. Your body shifts from defense mode to repair mode during sleep. But the next signal might be the most powerful one. Signal 3, prioritize sleep. One night of sleep deprivation can reduce insulin sensitivity by up to 40%. If you sleep less than 7 hours, your body perceives this as equivalent to physical injury. It raises baseline cortisol the next day to keep you alert. This immediately triggers visceral fat storage. This creates the tired but wired feeling, exhausted but unable to sleep because stress hormones are stuck on. Sleep hygiene isn't passive rest, it's active metabolic strategy. Cool rooms, darkness, and consistent routine. Signal 4, minerals and breathing. A body under stress burns through magnesium rapidly. Deficiency creates hair-trigger cortisol sensitivity. Supplementing with magnesium glycinate helps dampen the biological noise so your body can hear the signal to burn fat. Deep diaphragmatic breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the only state where your body feels safe enough to release its emergency reserves. Here's the key insight. Burning visceral fat is not a battle of willpower. It's a negotiation with your biology. Your visceral fat protected ancestors from starvation. To lose it now, you must signal safety. Walk daily, lift heavy, time your carbs, protect your sleep, breathe deeply. When the alarm goes silent, The fortress finally begins to crumble. If you want more protocols that work with your biology instead of against it, hit subscribe. We break down the science into simple steps you can actually use. See you in the next one.